Randy Orton's career is possibly over. Man, I was really hoping we wouldn't have to talk about this. And I obviously believe the story because it's not even reported by a dirt sheet. The source is his dad. You know, Cowboy Bob Orton? The one that Randy Orton RKO'd back in the day? No way that happened in SmackDown vs. Raw. Yeah, the jokes ain't gonna land today. Don't feel like joking around, honestly. Y'all know Randy is my favorite WWE wrestler of all time. I even recently made a video about Randy Orton. I was hoping for that big return, and I still kinda believe he's coming back, but there is a big chance he won't, and I'll explain you that in a second. So in this video we're gonna talk about Randy Orton and the World Heavyweight Championship. I know my previous video is literally a greatness of wrestling episode, but I mean we have to talk about this, right? Randy Orton's last appearance in WWE was on May 20th, 2022. Randy Orton underwent a fusion operation in his lower back. You know, during that time we were basically getting teased almost every month. We would hear rumors about Randy Orton preparing for his return, then we would get rumors that it's not looking good, then we got rumors that he's returning at WrestleMania 39, Raw after WrestleMania, but nothing really happened. So this is what Bob Orton had to say.
He's training, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if he feels like going back or if it feels like he's ready to go back. I think he might, but then again, he's pretty well taken care of. I don't think he needs to, and I think the doctors have told him not to. But, Randy will do what Randy's going to do.
Yeah, sometimes that's right.
So this is pretty concerning. The doctors are saying that Randy Orton should not return to the WWE ring, but from the way Bob talked, it seems like Randy Orton wants to. I mean, he's training. Man, this sucks. Randy Orton had so much fun during his last WWE run. He literally said that he had the most fun in his career. But here's the thing. We, as wrestling fans, we like to be selfish. Obviously, none of us want to see Randy Orton retiring. Obviously. But that's Randy Orton's decision to make. The man is already a future WWE Hall of Famer, multiple-time champion. He doesn't have to return. But we all know the Edge story. It's really confusing, like, as fans, how should we react? Like, selfishly, we want Randy Orton back, right? But should he? And I always try to look at it this way. If Randy Orton wants to, and it gets approved, like it's safe enough for him to return, that's all that really matters. We don't have to act like a mama. I mean, I always looked at Randy Orton as like the second face of the WWE, but I feel like lately he was really underappreciated. Slightly by the WWE, but mostly by the fans. Not the casual fans, but the IWC who saw a couple of flips and were like, yeah, this is the type of wrestling we like. Randy Orton's boring. Which is crazy because there are so many stories of wrestlers like Daniel Bryan saying that Randy Orton is simply the best. So I definitely trust an opinion of a professional wrestler more than some internet dudes who saw a couple of Young Bucks matches. And this is so unfortunate because Randy Orton loves professional wrestling. I mean, he talked about how much he wants to return. I love what I'm doing right now. I love what I'm doing in the ring. I would love to do it for a much longer time. 10 more years, 12 more years. I would like to be like Taker, and when I get to the point where my body is like, okay, maybe not every week, I would like to do SummerSlam, WrestleMania, come and have that big match. It's so sad reading that now, but it seems like exactly what he said at the end is gonna happen sooner than later. Maybe now he's going to be that part-timer. And that would be the smartest decision. Like, if he really wants to return and he can, maybe wrestling every week is not the best idea. Even Roman Reigns doesn't wrestle every week. This way he would still get to do what he loves to do. His matches would feel a lot more special, and most importantly, it would be a lot more safer for Randy Orton. And y'all know why this is so sad to me. He's my favorite WWE wrestler. I don't know about you guys, but WWE without Randy Orton right now is just not the same. Something's missing. He's an absolute OG, and that realization that the people we watched as children are slowly leaving every year, that's tough, man. Randy Orton is possibly leaving. Edge doesn't have that much more left. I don't even know who's still there from that era. So if I would have to guess, from that interview, it seems like Randy Orton is still training. The doctors told him not to. I might be reading between the lines right here, but it seems like Randy Orton is still trying. So my prediction is that we will see Randy Orton back in the WWE, but I believe it's going to be exactly what I said. He's not gonna be a full-time competitor, and he shouldn't be, in my opinion. If he ends up returning, I would still love to see that Randy Orton versus Cody match. I would love to see Randy Orton challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship and possibly winning that belt. I mean, he already achieved everything there is to achieve, like literally Royal Rumble, WrestleMania main event, every WWE title, but he's so good that there's still so much more entertainment left to do. But let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about it? Would you like to see Randy Orton back? And let me know if you believe it's actually going to happen. Let's talk about the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, I talked about this title a lot, but apparently WWE have big plans for the championship. Boozer Wrestling says there are apparently big plans for the World Heavyweight Championship with a story that will catapult the title to its original status. I assume they're talking about the Big Gold, which is kinda weird. I mean, yes, I get that it looks really good, and we had great WWE World Heavyweight Championship title reigns, like I'm just thinking about Chris Jericho right now, Triple H, Randy Orton versus Christian rivalry, Edge, I mean tons and tons of great stuff, but during its last years, I don't know about that. I mean, I like the moments, but eventually it just ruined the championship. What I would do with the new World Heavyweight Championship is try to protect it as much as possible and not take too many risks. One big mistake is giving the championship to stars who are just simply not ready for the title. I get it, we wanna see that new young guy winning a championship, but sometimes it ends up making the title look like the Intercontinental Championship, like a secondary title. If I look at a World Heavyweight Champion and I feel like he could not hold the WWE Championship, that is a big problem. In my opinion, first we need every World Heavyweight Champion to be a legit established superstar. Guys like Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Edge, and I hope you get what I mean. I know pushing new stars is important, but sometimes they're just simply not ready. Imagine Austin Theory losing the Money in the Bank briefcase but then winning the World Heavyweight Championship. It basically says that no, he cannot be the WWE Champion, but he can be the World Heavyweight Champion, because we have two of them. That's the mistake WWE kept making with the World Heavyweight Championship. I feel like a big exception is Dolph Ziggler, because he was definitely ready for that championship. He was really over. I mean, he was in a program with John Cena, but they made him lose the championship in like a month. So in that case, it wasn't necessarily Dolph Ziggler's fault. It's just that they didn't trust the guy for whatever reason. But I'm talking about guys like Jack Swagger. He was definitely not ready for the World Heavyweight Championship. They would always end up giving this championship to guys who are not gonna be the WWE Champion. I mean, I'm sorry, but the Big Show, Mark Henry, which don't get me wrong, Mark Henry made that championship look prestigious, but I still got the feeling that they wouldn't give the WWE Championship to Mark Henry. And when Daniel Bryan became the World Heavyweight Champion, I felt like at this point, they wouldn't give the WWE Championship to Daniel Bryan, and that was basically proven. When he was in a WWE Championship program, they kept saying how he never won the big one. So you basically mean that the World Heavyweight Championship is not equal to the WWE Championship. I feel like WWE need to protect this championship. A lot of people looked at this tournament and said that everybody is old, we're not seeing many new stars, and I actually understood where WWE were coming from. You put a lot of former world champions to make a statement that this is a very important prize that even future Hall of Famers and even Hall of Famers want. I mean, Edge and Rey Mysterio are already WWE Hall of Famers. In my opinion, putting a bunch of legends makes the tournament, the championship, look a lot more legit than a bunch of new guys who are just gonna make it look like the WWE Championship is far away from their career. So that's all I wanted to talk about today. Not a lot of news, but the Randy Orton news was something that I was definitely not ready for. Thank you for watching this video, The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.